So, you're dreaming of starting a YouTube channel? I bet it was one of your New Year's resolutions, isn't it? But please, don't let it be that gym membership that you bought once when you were tipsy and never used again. Starting a channel can be overwhelming. There's so much shitty advice out there, and it's so hard to know where to begin. That's why I sat down, I analyzed dozens of videos on how to grow a YouTube channel in this algorithmic setup, and I created a step-by-step plan for myself. Because if you have a plan, it's much easier to reach your goals, even if you're a complete beginner. So let's start with the first thing that you need to do if you want to start a YouTube channel. You need to find out your niche. And I'm pretty sure that you don't have to find that out if you already know what you do better than most people who you know. For those who aren't sure what a niche even is, it is actually a big topic that you want to talk about on your channel. For example, a niche could be finance. That's a very general, broad description of what the information is about, you know? Or, for example, fitness. It's also a niche, a very broad description of what people do. Or cooking. That's a very broad niche where you can make desserts, you can make main courses, you can make fast meal prep, or you can make more complex dishes. And these things that I listed, these are subtopics. So imagine that you have a niche, which is a big, broad topic, let's say finance. This big topic, niche, can be divided into subtopics that you can implement in your channel. I suggest not doing too many of subtopics, but that's definitely something that you want to consider before you start. For example, in finance niche, we got the topics of investing, of debt management, of personal finance or frugality. These are all different subtopics that you can talk about on your channel under the niche finance. Okay, once we've figured out what you want to film about, we are moving to the next step, which is research. And I believe there's no better analysis you can do than the competition analysis. Your task right now is to find only 5 competitors. Not too much, it's gonna take you like 10 minutes. So grab your pen and paper, or rather mouse and a keyboard, and open up your YouTube and put some keywords of your topic and subtopics into the search tab. And let me show you how to do this. Go to YouTube and you'll see the search tab right there. Enter some keywords of your topic and subtopics that you've already figured out into the search tab. For example, for finance, we can just write down debt. Not hard, right? And you can see different channels that talk about that. Not all of them will fit, some of them are personal channels, but we need to find the exact same niche as you have. This Myron Golden seems like somewhat finance guy. It might be your first competitor. They need to be big enough, but not all of them have to be big, you know? Some of them can be smaller, like with 50k, 100k subscribers. So pick some competitors with like millions of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of them, and some that are a little bit smaller, like with 10k, 50k subscribers. Yeah, and do that with other keywords. If for the search inquiry that you didn't find many, then find with other inquiry. For example, investing. Here you are, so many things that you can find here. Okay, then you make a list of your 5 competitors. Step 3, brain dump. So what you do is you go to each of these competitors' channel, and first thing you do is you go to their videos tab and search videos by popular. This way you will see the most popular videos of their channels, like the ones that gained the most views among all the videos that they have and filmed and uploaded. This will help you see which topics your viewers really want to watch. And once you do that, you copy all these names of the most popular videos that you see that you have at least some sort of expertise on, and you put them in a spreadsheet. This can be just a simple list of the video ideas. This is your brain dump. Another way to do this is to find outliers. These do not have to be like the most popular videos on their channels, but they've got to be outliers. What are outliers? Outliers are the videos that gained more views than the previous videos that this channel made. Let me explain. So you've got 10 videos that you uploaded on YouTube. Like the average views that they've gotten were 100. But there was one video that have gained 5,000 views. So this is an outlier among all these 10 videos published. And you want to find this among the recent videos. So you go to latest tab instead of the popular tab and you try to find things that have gained more views than average. You see that this video has gotten better than others, this one, and you also copy them and paste them to your spreadsheet. There's no limit as to how many videos you should put in your brain dump for a single competitor. You just do them until you're tired, okay? Tired all the time. I recommend doing that with the thumbnails as well. So you put the title and a thumbnail in your spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet of ideas also has to have the references, because without references we can't recognize what actually made this video work as well. Another way to do that is to go to vidIQ paid version. This is only on the paid plan, as far as I know. You go to vidIQ website, outliers, and you also write your topic here. For example, let's say investing. And what this amazing feature does is that it shows you the outliers, the videos that have gotten unpredictably more views than average videos on this channel. You can even filter that depending on what exactly you want to find. For example, if you want to find outliers from small channels, you can limit the subscribers this channel may have. Or if you want to find very recent outliers that are from this month, you can also sort them by the publishing date. If you want to sort them by the views that they gain per hour right now, you can do that as well. Isn't that awesome? Like, everything's made for you to succeed. I love that about YouTube right now. Okay, you find the ideas here that you want to replicate and you find that you have enough expertise on, and you also put them in the brain dump with references. Don't forget to include the references and thumbnails in your spreadsheet, okay? By the end of this stage, you've got to have at least, I think, 50 video ideas that you can film. For example, I have them in this Notion content planner under the idea status. So there's a content planner I use. It has different statuses for every video, every idea that I put in here. But when I just start with a brain dump, everything has the idea status. The next step number 4, you need to select and assign. Select 4 videos that you want to film next month and assign a date to them. It is important because without a plan, without a deadline, you don't even know when exactly you're gonna do stuff, you know? So this idea of starting a YouTube channel can be postponed week after week, month after month, and you'll end up exactly where you started, which is nowhere. So you've got to have some live date, okay, to focus on and to have the deadline in front of you that you cannot miss. Okay, at this stage you can tweak things slightly if you don't like the exact idea, like the title that you put in here, or if you want to add some personal experience, some personal achievements, then you can also do that here. Then, if I decided that I'm gonna film some videos and publish them on this date, I change their status to script. This helps me understand what I need to do with this idea. When I script it, I got the statuses to film, and you can tailor this to yourself, so I'm not gonna dive into this too deep. 4 steps in. If you're really lazy and don't even want to do the previous 4 steps, I've got a list of ideas that I've compiled from the outliers of this year. I've been sifting through a ton of content, and I do this monthly and weekly because I've got to do this for my clients. And while studying all these outliers, I've made a list for you of the videos that have been trending recently, so you can just screenshot it, find the videos, find the topics that you want to film. Seriously, you don't even need to do these 4 steps. Just screenshot and make the videos on this topic I sent you. I've made it so easy for you that you don't even need the excuses at this point. Number 5 is scripting. Okay, that's a little bit more difficult than what we did before. At least for me. Maybe for you it's easier because you like writing. I don't know. I do not. And sometimes I create a bullet point script, just the points that I want to talk about, with this script that I'm filming right now. But sometimes I like a more word-for-word approach, especially for the intros. So what I do, let's go back to our finance niche again. We found an outlier. I want to recommend you the ChatGPT for YouTube Chrome extension. It's free and you can just copy the transcription of any video. And you can put this transcription into any large language model that you want. I mean, this can be ChatGPT, Claude. I use personally Notion AI because I do a lot of stuff in Notion AI and it's pretty good in my opinion. So what I do is I paste several scripts ideally Maybe one if I'm that lazy. I can do that as well.
No, son, this is the life I've chosen. When your day is long.
So I just paste the script that from an outlier that I know, and I ask AI to create an outline for a similar video, a plan to follow while filming. I mean, you don't need to do this exactly that. Try and find your own prompt that works the best for you. And here we've got an outline for a video that I want to film on the financial topic. Isn't that awesome? Like, everything is so easy right now. It really fascinates me. It might not be perfect. It's probably not perfect. It's probably even shitty. But you need to spend some time refining the script. What you can do to improve the script? You can add different metaphors. You can add some proof. You can add some photos, results. It could be infographics, some screenshots, or even jokes or memes that you like. And there are actually two ways to film videos on YouTube: with editing and without editing. So if you are not sure that you want to hire someone, or if you are sure that you don't want to hire anybody and you want to do everything from A to Z on your own, I'd recommend you watch my video about how to film effortless videos that take really minimal time that I filmed recently. Or if you want to do this with editing, then I'd recommend you watching these two videos that are going to help you navigate this process if you want to hire someone, if you see that they can, free you up from work that does not contribute that much. Next, we move on to the filming part of this process. Here you might probably have questions about gear, like what camera to buy, what microphone to buy, what lighting setup, I mean, yeah, I understand that it's annoying not to know which way to go and you want a specific strategy to follow, but the thing is, you'll need some time to figure out what you need. At the beginning of your YouTube journey, you need to just a microphone, camera, which can be just your phone, and the window. I believe you just need these three things and nothing else to succeed on YouTube at the start. And then, after you have a plan, by the way, I filmed a video about my filming setup. It's very detailed, it's very comprehensive, so if you don't know where to start with your gear, you can watch it right after this video. I leave a bunch of videos to watch except this one, so you know what's your next step. And you just film your video following your plan. After you filmed it, you can either pass it to your editor or film yourself. I already talked that there are two ways to do that, but in my opinion, you'll be doing much better on YouTube. You'll have way less chance to burn out if you hire a video editor. It's a whole science how to do that, I guess. What I can recommend is probably, these platforms that you can hire an editor in, like Fiverr, Upwork, me, and one quite an interesting way that I haven't seen many people use is Instagram. I know it may be a little bit weird, but let me show you how I found one of my best editors. I go to search on Instagram. I know my Instagram is weird. It's because I made it unattractive for myself so I don't go there and spend hours. And what I do is I find some video editing guru. Video editing. So I've tried to find some big channel in this niche. For example, this one has 55k followers. It helps video editors boost skills. So it talks about video editing. And you know what I do? My secret strategy is about going to followers. Basically your lead list. If you know how to find clients for your business, you totally know how to find employees for your business, because it's basically like the same thing. You need to find a lead list, like a source of leads, and then you can choose from them. For example, this whole list can have some video editors that you can see, that you can go to their pages, and sometimes they even post their portfolio on their pages, and you can text them. Please don't expect that you need to text just 2 people and find your perfect video editor right away. That's not how it works. You probably need to go through tens of profiles and find 10 that you want to text to, and text 10 people and test maybe 8 or 5 out of them that actually reply to you. And how you test editors is you give them 60-second video to edit for you. You don't want to do longer than that, because sometimes you need to pay for the trial project, and you don't want to pay for 10-minute trial project that's gonna turn out shitty. So I recommend giving just a 60-second project to someone you liked and move on from there. If someone made really good video and you want to work with them, try working with them. If none of them made good video, you go back to stage when you look for leads for your business, you know? And you find profiles and you text them again and you try to find your perfect video editor. Or you just hire me and not worry about all of that. The link is gonna be right in the description. Okay, another tool I want to recommend you for video editing is Frame.io. It makes giving revisions to editors super easy, so I really recommend you check it out. And we are moving on to the thumbnail stage. Yeah, many think through the thumbnail in the beginning, and I believe this is like the best thing you can do to plan your video ahead. And if you did this at the stage of brain dump, when you included all the references of thumbnails into your ideas, it's gonna be great, because then later at the stage 8 you're not gonna like worry that much about thumbnails. You will already have some references to focus on. As to thumbnails, you can use like Canva, Figma, anything that you do for your designs, or you can hire a thumbnail designer. I really recommend you do that if you're serious about YouTube. And the good news is that thumbnails are not that expensive to make. Really, if you are in charge of the concept, don't let anyone fool you and charge more than $15 per thumbnail, because like the actual work, the effort put into making thumbnails is not that big. So you can either do it yourself or delegate it and find your thumbnail designer for around $10 per thumbnail, or sometimes even less. And if you want to delegate the concept, this can cost times more, because the concept is the one that's gonna make or break your YouTube video, not the actual design. Okay, once you've made the thumbnail based on your references, you can move on to the last stage of the process, and you probably waited for it so long. You can upload your first video, or like the one that you want to upload. Okay, maybe it may not be the first. Super easy. Just upload it, okay? Put your thumbnail in place, your title, and you're done. Congratulations. If you want to publish it the perfect way, the right way, then I suggest you watch this next video of mine about how to upload a video on YouTube the right way. It's packed with tips that you probably haven't heard of. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the most wonderful day. Goodbye.